Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Naga transmuter of Ukayaw to test out Ukayaw. I don't know how I'm supposed to say this stupid name. Whatever. So in the last video, we somehow didn't die, but the jury's still out on that one, I guess. We're not that badly drained anymore, right? 0.7 levels. But I mean, that's still pretty significant. Was there like... No, there's no food lying around. Okay. Alright, spider form. Yep, great. I somehow, was confused about what happened to spider form. I guess... So, I'm kind of being encouraged to push on a little bit while I still have 1 star of piety, so that's interesting, I guess. Right, I would normally be resting here. But it's like, I want to go find a monster while I can maybe get 2 pips of piety. And I also kind of want to find some food. And I wasn't that badly damaged, so it seemed okay. But, I don't know, that's just maybe a slight change from how I would have played if I had a different god, so that's something. Yay, food. We did it. Scorpion will spit on him. And we should get a ton of piety out of this for no reason, right? That's how this works. Oh, he's not, Yeah, okay, there we go. What is this all about? This is scary. It's Trog Altar, fine. So I need to remember to try out Stomp. Just keep trying Stomp as my invocation skill goes up and see if it becomes relevant. Let's try it now, just for practice. Stomp. All right, it did a little damage. Given the fact that, so it scales with enemy max HP and with your invocation skill. So what that tells me is that Stomp at the level of invocations I have now is enough to take any monster from not damaged at all to moderately wounded. Is that true? I'm not sure, but that's my first guess. And so that seems relatively strong, eventually. It's not that great at 2 invo, but if I get it up to 10, it seems like it ought to do quite a lot of damage to just about anything, I would think. So something worth continuing to keep an eye on. And maybe, suggest that it not scale quite so much with your invocations, because that makes it completely useless at the beginning of the game, it seems to me. There's all these orcs, and I don't want to, walk up to them from here. I wouldn't mind fighting those orcs, but I don't want to walk up to them, basically, is the thing. Give them a chance to smite me and all that crap. Well, let's just drop this and stop picking up amnesia. Right. Ice form still a long way away, as is blade hands. That's fine. Just spider form is good enough for a long, long time. New scroll. Yep. Great. A giant frog. Frogs are scary. He didn't notice me spitting at him. Oh, hello. Giant frogs are the least scary frogs, right? Blink frogs and spiny frogs are much worse. But a frog and an iguana? Oh, I guess what I wanted to look at was lair. Is it ever on D7? No, it's not. Lair, C. Dungeon 8 to 11. So I don't know. These monsters just... are very lair-ish monsters that you don't see that much in the ordinary dungeon. So I was just double checking that they might, that it is indeed impossible for them to be the lair entry guardian thing. Wait, what? How did I gain piety while not attacking anything? Does it go into like a piety bank or something when you do damage and then gradually get given to you? That's sort of weird. Huh. What does the piety cost? I assume it's extremely large also for Lion Pass, yeah. Oh, let's fix the spelling of contiguous, shall we? Right, it says contiguous, which is not a word. I don't know whether he wants continuous or contiguous. I would choose contiguous, but contiguous is the worst compromise as a non-word. Okay, so this is the, like, there's an ogre at the end of all this. Let's just get into spider form now. Cool. We get a lot of messages about our ability list changing, which is like, I mean, of course, right? It changes a lot, so that makes sense. It feels like I spend a lot of time at exactly 1 star of piety, more than I would expect. Like, that 1 star seems like it lasts for a while in between combats, and as soon as I get to 2 stars, it, like, I can't find anything to kill, and I drop back down to 1. I assume that as we get later on in the game, there will be combats long enough to get the combo meter higher, basically. So that'll be interesting. So like here, I mean, it could have been fun to do line pass or something. What? I don't approve of that at all. All right, we're going back upstairs. And we made him use up 1 of his large rocks. I guess that's something. Yeah, like I rested and I'm still at 1 pip of piety. It seems like I should have 0 pips after resting that long. I'm not sure what the deal is there with the rate of piety decay. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Seems strange to me, but maybe Lasty has a reason. Whoa, whoa, okay. Too many monsters. Back upstairs, please. Cool, now we can spider form and go back downstairs to fight the warrior and this other guy. One thing I'm noticing is that when I get these messages about you can now do this or you can no longer do this, they look kind of like similar, and it's hard for me to tell at a glance whether I've gained or lost an ability. And I don't know if we could like reword it in a way that's more obvious to just scan, or if I should just ignore, just treat this as a message has appeared, check what your abilities are, and then look up here at the piety bar to see what the message actually meant. Because I know at 1 pip I get, you know, stomp, and then I get line pass, and then at 6 pips you get the last ability. I think it's 6, maybe it's 5. But we're getting that, you know, it seems like we're going back and forth between 1 and 2 like all the time. Hey, 3! Our first time, a new milestone. We're back down to 2 already. Yeah, so this is like sort of what I expect, right? Is that you Like the piety meter drops real fast. But it dropped from 3 to 2 very quickly, which makes sense since we barely got to 3. And then it dropped from 2 to 1 very quickly, which seems to make sense to me. But then we can stay at 1 star for so long. I don't know why. It seems like longer than it should be. But I don't know. I mean, should is a weasel word of sorts. Right, it's not like I've been thinking very hard about Ukayaw design. But, like, I don't know if it's a bug or, like, just something that surprises me. God, this friggin' Cyclops, get the hell away from me. Their large rocks hurt real bad. See, like, our 1 star, like, never seems to go away. And it does eventually go away, of course, so it's an obvious lie. Or at least an exaggeration. I don't know why I'm fighting this guy. I feel like I would do way better to just leave him alone. But I don't really want to. I want to fight him. It seems more fun. It's pretty dumb. There we go. Snake. Yeah, alright. So we could confuse him, probably. But it seems like it went fine. Invocation's level 4, that's good. We've determined that our abilities seem to scale quite a bit with invocations, so since the whole point here is to test the god, I want to have some invocations. Come on, get that corrosion off. Corrosion is nasty business. You don't want to be corroded. Level 10, okay. Blade Hands is getting castable. Has Blade Hands always been easier to cast than Ice Form? Huh. Because I feel like I usually get Ice Form first, just because it has some defenses. And is level 4 instead of level 5. Blade Hands is real good. It's just, it's sort of over-specialized in the early game. Because you don't really need to just absolutely pour out damage, which is what Blade Hands is good at. You need to, like, do a reasonable amount of damage and also survive, which is something that, say, Ice Form and Spider Form are good at. So I don't really prioritize Blade Hands early on for transmuters because it's good, but like it doesn't deal with Hydras, which as a Naga, someone who can't apply my usual favorite Hydra solution of just walking away. Ooh. But I guess I'm a transmuter anyway, so like I'm not gonna be wearing armor that often. Anyway, we're gonna have to be thinking about Hydras. Maurice. All right. So what do we do? It seems like we're probably going to use Line Pass on him. So we need to build up a combo meter first, right? Which means applying poison to a bunch of guys, as I understand it. There we go. So he's invisible, but we don't care because we see invisible. Look, it's doing, this is doing, oh, is it? Like, paralysis is doing the same thing that I saw happening earlier with pain, with Grinder, right? He paralyzed the kobold right in front of me, and it still tried to paralyze me. That seems like totally a bug. And a pretty new one at that, because I haven't seen it before. Because it's supposed to stop at the first thing it sees. I wonder if it's like... What is it even related to? I don't know. Huh. Alright. What is this? He paralyzed all the monsters. That's pretty cool. Why did he do that? It doesn't tell me he's going to do that. It gives you, it gives you followers. So I didn't read this page. Continue the dance. Worshippers can stomp. They can rapidly move through. When a worshipper's dance reaches a certain point, you freeze all the foes so that you can take a solo. If the dance continues, you will link the emotions of foes, forcing them to share their pain. I see. I feel like that should be on the main overview screen, since that lists powers, and this is like a power, even though you don't activate it manually, right? Like, Zin protects you from mutation. Like, that's a power that's on the list. But okay, we got some brief paralysis there. That's pretty cool. If we can get to Maurice before the paralysis wears off, that would be great. I don't know how long the paralysis lasts. Not that long. Okay. Just a couple turns. He links them together, so damaging one damages them all, I guess. Let's do this line pass business now. What? Did that not work? What happened? I failed to use my ability. I see. 1%. I just did not expect that to happen is all. Got him. Interesting. He had a potion of curing. Alright, well, let's spider form again. Get over here. He stole all my remove curse. It's kind of rude. Got it. And he emptied that wand, but I still want it. Wands of paralysis are good, even if I have to recharge it. Alright, so that combat was cool. We saw a new ability we haven't seen yet. Yeah, I forgot. I have heard about these passive abilities that happen like when your piety passes a breakpoint, but I had forgotten about them because they're not on the dang screen that's supposed to tell you where all the stuff that you need to know is, right? I don't know. I mean, it's not supposed to tell you everything. Some of it's supposed to be on the power screen, which it was. But I feel like it should be on the other screen too. That's so cool. They're all paralyzed. Get paralyzed, guys. Doesn't last long, but... Oh! And then he paralyzed him again. Okay. That's cool. I don't know why it happened. Is there like a piety hotspot that you can go like above, below, and just paralyze guys over and over? Or is it like a thing that randomly occurs at various, over time, as long as your piety is at least so high? I don't know. Alright, so that was cool. So getting piety up to 3.5 pips and maybe 4 is real good, it seems like, just for the passive thing. Is it, like, the most important thing? I don't know. Alright, we found heal wounds, that's good. We haven't found Lair yet, right? Right. But with spider form, I'm feeling okay. And I still don't understand why piety stays at 1 star for so long. And I don't know if it's a bug the way, like, it seems like poison gives you way more piety than it should. And I've heard people talking about that, so like I assume I'm right when I say it. It might just be like some weird placebo thing. Do I need any of this? I mean, I like Animate Dead, I like Necromancy, but it's all sort of future stuff. Later, when I have some experience to spare, I'll search for books and decide what is worth learning. For now, none of that stuff is really within my reach at all. There are some spells that would be, but those are too high level, just like the other book we were looking at. I don't remember what it was, but it was too high level, whatever it was. Yeah, I mean, Blade Hands is good. I could actually turn off transmutations now, couldn't I? Spider form, yeah, is fine where it is now. I don't need to put more into it, and I do need more of all this other stuff. Yeah, in fact, let's slow down on dodging. Got a new ring. Protection from fire is nice. Okay, so right now it seems like, well, I was about to say we've got the dungeon more or less under control, but I don't know if that went. Which, like, and it's true, but only because I'm playing carefully, and so I can't use that as an excuse to play carelessly, right? I can't just hold down tab without even, like, casting. Oh, what in the hell? What? A Death Knight? Wow. I don't think we can deal with this stuff at all. The Centaur's not a big deal. But the two Wraiths and the Freezing Wraith by themselves, I think, would be enough to run away from. And the Death Knight by itself would be enough to run away from. Having them all together is clearly a problem, right? So let's get out of here. Yes, teleport. Ah, God, they hit hard. Okay. Well, on the one hand, the entrance to lair is just down here. Like, that's what all these plants are for surezies. On the other, there's this ghost, who is a real problem. Do I have anything to deal with all this? Not really. I mean, I could use haste, I could use brilliance, and then, like, I don't know, summon some snakes. I could try to run away, but there's not really a good way to do that. I guess there's a ton of these really weak enemies around, which should help me build my combo meter, but my HP is just so low that I don't know if I can afford to try this. I guess I have heal wounds. I feel like I need to deal with this ghost rather than teleport, because he's where I want to go. I want to go to lair, and I know already that there's some horrifying stuff on this floor. Speaking of, let's put like 8 exclamation points there. And let's, like, nope, 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 nope. All right. So I think we start by quaffing haste here. And And I have 1 potion of brilliance. Is that like gonna help much here? And it's probably not. I'll just make some snakes and then attack stuff. My ball python died already? Alright, let's actually quaff brilliance here just to get some better snakes. Whoa! Okay. Okay. That... Oh, interesting. It creates several snakes. I forgot that... That was a lot of damage. Maybe trying to fight this ghost was the wrong idea. I need to quaff heal wounds now. And let's make some more snakes. What kind of snakes am I getting? Adders and ball pythons. I would love water moccasins. I don't know if you can get anacondas. Probably not at this level of power, but at a higher level I think you can. But the good news is, like, he only hits 1 thing at a time, right? So if I can just spam a million snakes... Oh... Gotta get away! He's not taking, like, any damage at all. This is a little bit frantic. But we do have, like, this enormous army of snakes. And now it's just the ghost. We killed all the other stuff. Let's make some more snakes. What an overpowered spell this is. How many snakes is this? Alright. Oh, we got water moccasins! Nice! Good old brilliance, huh? What else can I do that would be productive? I could cast Spider Form. That would increase my evasion and my ability to run away. I think that's good, so let's do that. Let's check how good Sticks to Snakes is. It's at 1%. Yeah, good old brilliance. So the question is, do we move in here to try to do some damage ourselves? Let's try a new potion. What's L? Magic. Well, okay. This poor ghost. I mean, he's not taking any damage, so I really shouldn't feel too sorry for him, but... what else do I have to drink? Like, I don't know, I've already found agility and heal wounds and might and haste. Like, what else is there I could find that would be good, really? Yeah, invisibility would be pretty good, I guess. But, like, Berserk Rage would be a bit of a problem, I think. Well, you know, like, let's just make snakes and see if we can make any progress just by letting our snakes attack him. Eat some pizza. Can you guys, like, kill this, please? It's doing... Alright, they're making progress. But, it's slow going for sure. Okay, quaff heal wounds. I feel like I should have run away earlier. I said Quafiel wounds, but then I decided not to. I want to get adjacent to the centaur so he'll stop shooting arrows. Yeah, so this guy and his stupid... Let's make some more snakes. Sky Beast. How is this battle going? Still, like... The snakes are holding their own. Ow. Make some more snakes. And we can consider... what I would like to do is confuse this guy. Let's Quafiel wounds here. How much MP is line pass? Like 5? 4. So let's try line pass here. AB. And just end up on the other side of him. Like that. Why are adders confused? It made 2 of my adders hostile, even though... Interesting. I'll have to look at the targeter for that again, because I think it made me attack some friendly snakes and turn them unfriendly and didn't warn me about it, which is obviously a problem. Like, that should not be the case. But now that he's confused, we can try to come in here and get like some good bites on him. Oops, there goes spider form. Oh, and we're not hasted anymore either, huh? Wow, okay. Walking in here was pretty bad. He's attacking himself now, which is good. This ghost is quite an ordeal. And we're all out of piety. Is there a... Alright, whatever adder became unfriendly is dead now. It just makes... And brilliance is gone, too. Yuck. Didn't realize the battle had gone on for quite that long. That all my buffs had gone off. Oh, there's the adder. Now let's quaff curing as well, I guess. It's pretty nasty in here. He's pinned down, at least, is something. Did I get him poisoned at all? No. How's it going over there, guys? Severely damaged. Good. What happened to the adder? He withered and died. Okay, so his timer wore off. Alright, I'm actually going to start walking towards where the stairs to the lair should be, so that I can consider just leaving. I noticed this ghost has been confused for quite a while, so I'm noticing that the extra invocation skill paid off there, right? It really is making a difference to the strength of that ability. Yeah, I think we just spent a ton of... Oh, we got him! Nice! Yeah, good. Good, he's dead. I was about to say, we spent a ton of consumables on that guy and still didn't kill him. But as I was in the middle of saying that, we killed him. So let's go to Lair, where hopefully we can get a break from like the gigantic disaster that floor sort of turned into. And hopefully Lair 1 will not be quite so tough as the dungeon was. A spine... You know, there's a spiny frog already. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Well, more snakes. I don't know if I really should be picking a fight. I came down here so that I can do some damage to him as well. But I think I probably should just let my snakes do it. He could do quite a number on me if he gets a hit in. You know, it worked, but it was not the greatest idea I've had in my life. Hey, another altar. Not that that matters, you know. It's just always nice to run into an altar of your current god, right? I think so. Ooh. Mephitic Cloud is pretty good for a Naga. So is Old Rebs. Yeah. Old Rebs, huh? That's pretty cool. We would have to invest quite a bit of poison magic, but that would help with spider form anyway, right? Speaking of, how is Blade Hands? 38? That's fine. We don't need to cast it yet. So maybe we take Invocations off for now. We're not really using it very much. It was great to have at like 6 for the extra Confuse, but I think that we got quite a long Confuse, and so 6 should be fine for now. And I think do I want to invest in Poison Magic to get Toxic Radiance? I think that would really, like, jack up the combo meter very high, very fast. Just apply Poison Magic to guys like that every turn passively. So that could be really strong as a way to build Piety. There are going to be monsters who resist poison in the lair, but there will be a lot who won't. And we have, like, great Poison Attitude, and it'll help Spider form. I think I'll go for it. I will memorize F. Yep, put it on T. No, I already have 6 of the snakes on T. Disaster. I'll just put it on capital T. There we go. Oops, walked the wrong direction there. Only one yak, that's strange. They usually travel in packs. More spiny frogs. Alright, he's asleep. Let's just let him stay asleep. I wonder if we should train some more stealth, because these monsters being asleep and staying asleep is real nice. Can I get enough piety for a confuse here? I can. Let's do that immediately. How? So I did that, and I confused the water moccasin. Great. It didn't do the thing that I thought it might, which was confuse the other near guy. Oh, let's try a stomp. Okay, that was reasonable. Decent damage there. So getting up to 6 invocations seems to have made stomp okay. Maybe. Old Grubs is getting better already. Alright, Black Mamba, we're gonna just say no to Black Mambas. Only you can prevent Black Mambas. What is this, like? I don't know. I just said only you, like, and I was thinking of Smokey the Bear, right? And apparently that is in the same place in my head as, I guess, no, it was the other way around. I'm sorry. I was saying just say no to Black Mambas, right? It's like the old campaign from when I was a kid of like, just say no, as like, that was how you teach kids not to do drugs, is you just tell them, don't do it, duh. It's not a very successful campaign. Anyway, and apparently when I said that, I started also thinking of Smokey the Bear. Because I think they were at about, I don't know how old the Smokey the Bear campaign is actually, probably quite a bit older than that. But when I knew about it was about the same time as the dare just say no to drugs nonsense. So these blink frogs are kind of an issue. What I would love is to get a line pass off, right? But I seem unable to do that. Oh, thanks for the paralysis. Yeah, 1 turn. Nice paralysis, bro. We're up to 4. I would love to get up to 6, which I believe is where you get Grand Finale, which is just like you can instantly kill a monster in line of sight. It works on like anybody, so you can build up the combo and like just telefrag Cerebov or whatever. So I look forward to trying that out, but it seems like it's going to be a while before I can get my piety up there. Not because we're building piety up over time, but just because we don't seem to be able to last long enough in a fight to impress Ukayaw enough to let us do that. Ow, that was a pretty solid bite there, buddy. Ooh, Komodo dragons are serious business. Let's make a snake or 2. Just to like run interference. Wow, miscasted about 13 times there. We didn't end up needing it. It's fine. A ring. I could put it on over my protection from fire, and it's slaying, so sure. Already got 1 level of RF. I don't need a second, and +2 slaying is +2 slaying, so sure, I'll take it. This stuff is all not too bad, I think. And we're getting up to 2 pips of piety somewhat more frequently, I suppose. Which is good. We still haven't, we haven't found any helmets, huh? Yeah, okay. But being like, it seems like the 2-star ability is just like incredible. Like, it's a confusion effect that doesn't check magic resistance. Like, you can confuse orbs of fire with it. Not that we're gonna run orbs of fire in lair or anything, but it's something that, you know, confusing monsters for a substantial length of time and not letting them resist it is real good. So that seems like one of Ukayaw's biggest draws. Telefrag, you know, at the end, it's called Grand Finale, but it's like Telefrag, you know, named after whatever the heck games back then had that ability where like you teleport into the same space as someone else and that causes them to die. I believe is basically how Grand Finale works. Ah, so we are at 2 pips. Now we have a bunch of these dudes to worry about. No, but I just lost the 2 pips. I was trying to get a better lineup, and I lost my piety. All right, let's just stomp instead, see what happens. You can no longer pass through a line of other dancers. You can now pass through a line of other dancers. That's dumb. But okay. I mean, it did a pretty substantial amount of damage, it seems like. Oh, wait. And that gave me, the amount of damage I did gave me the piety back? And I can just do it again? Woo! Woo! Stomp, stomp! Woo! Alright, that's pretty cool. Nice little AoE melee effect that doesn't take that much piety if there's a few monsters nearby. And it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does a reasonable amount. Alright. So it seems like an ability that sort of like feeds back in on itself to to reduce its piety cost in a way. Oh, a bunch of wolves. I should be a little more careful here. Snake? Nope. Toxic Radiance, though. I just imagine being like the best spell in the world against a bunch of wolves. I'm kind of a little worried about my ball python because he would get, all right, he's dead, great. He would get poisoned by the Toxic Radiance as well. So we poisoned all these wolves, and I believe that will make Ukayaw very happy. But in the meantime, let's just go ahead and stomp all this stuff. Yep, we gained piety from stomping instead of losing it. That's cool. Wow, we got, like, look at all these stupid... I did one attack, and I got 3 messages about my piety levels changing. It went up, down, up. I guess it was the poison being applied added back up. That's fair. Let's stomp some more. All right, that's pretty good. Hello? I'm pushing buttons. There we go. That was pretty cool. Olgreb's Toxic Radiance seems like real good with this ability. It's a great way to build piety, it seems like. Maybe I'm just imagining it, but it seems good. It seems like it should be good, and then I just tried it, and it was good, so I'm gonna go with it is good. Poison to lignification, that's good to know about. Where was the snake? There was a snake around here somewhere. Whatever. Oh, look! An ice cave. I'm not gonna have to look very far for this one. On the other hand, like, how do I kill all this stuff? Probably it will involve stomp, is my guess. But do I want to be a spider, or what? Probably. What else do I have that's relevant? Lignification, not really. Some wands, but I don't have the spell power to make those relevant, really. So I think it's just spells and abilities. Can I find a better place to stand for this combat? Nothing seems great. So what I'm going to do is make a snake or 2, and then go into spider form. And they're like, they're resistant to poison, right? They're not going to care about Olgrebs. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to make a couple snakes. And then AA. Oh. Yeah, so it does attack friendly things. It just doesn't warn you at all. And it... What? It doesn't even make them unfriendly. Come on, Lasty, get with the program. Okay, well that's a little bit broken. So it doesn't understand about, like, making monsters angry. So what if I'm thinking, like, of just staying here in the middle of this combat so that Stomp hits more things. Ordinarily, I would prefer to retreat towards the wall, of course. But, I don't know, I'll give it a try. Stomp? Yeah. That's pretty good. Stomp some more? My piety is, like, going up and down a ton every turn. We're about to lose the ability to stomp, but on the other hand, we just killed all the ice beasts. So this Ring of Magical Power is helping out a fair bit. It gave us basically 3 extra stomps, which was what killed all those ice beasts. Okay, so Stomp needs some minimal invocation skill to be any good at all. But with that, it can be pretty okay. It sort of feeds back into itself, so that the piety cost is not really very much at all. Yeah, this video's gone on for a while, so I think we'll call this one here, and we'll go explore the ice cave in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next.